Hannah Harper.
who apparently went really viral after the auditions. Didn't catch that.
Red siren alert. So she's the winner. Whoever's audition gets the most views wins the show. 3 years in a row.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to Reality Hour. I am your host, Adam Samuel. Today, we are talking about the finale of American Idol this season. And joining me, already dressed for the occasion, is Grace. How you doing today, Grace?
I have one question for both of you. Can you open my string cheese?
She did it. She won a season. It's been a minute for you, Grace. How are you feeling?
4 losses in a row. But the crown is back on, which is basically a translation for I didn't screw up this year. Yes.
And we also have Eric. What's going on, Eric?
Well, for what it's worth, I called it before either of you did that she was going to win on the show.
Eric.
What?
I'm an optimist.
Well, I knew it, and the second, literally, in Hollywood Week when they said her audition went viral, it was over. I knew it was over. And so, yeah, I mean, we it's now 4 seasons of the same pattern, where most of your audition has won the show. So honestly, it makes the draft like basically all come down to the coin. I'll come down to the dice roll next time because we all know whoever is auditioning is going to go most viral next year is going to win. So it's all a question of who lucks out and gets first pick.
What a season, guys! Season for the books, the bad books. So yeah, what do you want to talk about the results? Do you want to talk about the season? What do you want to say?
I put my notes into 3 buckets. Finale thoughts, things I liked about the season, of which I actually have more than one, and then things I changed for next season, which I'd have many, many, many things, but I picked 4. So I can go through. I think we'll break it into those 3 sections for today. So finale thoughts. Let's start with those. Well, first of all, I barely watch any performances because out of 8 competition performances, 3 of them were super Jesus-y, which was an instant skip for me. Hannah's encore performance was 2. It was to the point last night where people on social media were saying Idol is like a televised mega church service now, and they are not wrong. And it's disappointing. Duets wise, I watched a couple of them. Ray only sang 2 lines in the En Vogue song, so that was a letdown. Clay Aiken didn't sound good on his new single, but him and Brayden sounded fine. Kendall's duet, redoing her audition duet rather than getting a celebrity duet to duet with, was the biggest surprise of the night for me. Given how much they pimped her early in the season, I'm shocked they didn't take one more chance to hype her up.
It would have been pointless.
I mean, it would have been, but still.
Yeah, but they saved having to, pay someone else to do it.
Yeah, sure. And I thought the best duet of the night went to Philman and Shinedown, mainly because of Shinedown and not really because of Philman.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I know a lot of people were upset that like Jordan and Daniel had to share Tori Kelly. Honestly, like I don't like it when anybody has to share one, but like I found people who just have reasons to be pissed at this season for feeling manipulated, but like
that's the least of my reasons to be pissed about this season.
I have been watching this show since I was 10 years old, so I am used to being manipulated at this point, which is sad, but because we shouldn't have to be, but I am.
That doesn't even make my top 10 reasons that the season sucked, to be honest with manipulation.
I know, but oh well. I didn't watch most of the finale either. I kind of just did Cliff Notes because I had a dress rehearsal last night, so I couldn't watch most of it live. All I caught was the last hour. But I did watch all of the competition performances, and this was predictable as all get out, but I am not surprised.
Now that I've watched the full season in its entirety, I started here, finished here. The book is now complete. I can say pretty confidently that this is not even close, but the worst season of this show that I've watched by a mile. Like, it's worse than the COVID season. It was bad. It was bad straight through. I at no point felt any connection to the contestants, poor choices, song decisions. Every step of the way, I feel, was a misstep of this season. Everything that was changed, everything that was. This was just. It wasn't just a bad season of American Idol. It just was bad for entertainment. I can't really think of two moments that I was actually engaged or interested in this season, which sucks because I used to love this show as a kid. But yeah, I feel like for me, everything that's bad that you guys are going to say about the season between like have they leaned into like the Jesus-y aspects of it, of how they kind of like, so for me, this show comes down to the problem of connecting with the contestants. I think that what has gone wrong here is the shift. I guess maybe this is kind of the culmination of it all, where, American Idol, you watch for the contestants. I feel like the contestants were not engaging, but more than anything, this show doesn't work when so many people leave so quickly. One of the reasons that I've been so engaged in Dancing with the Stars for last season and the year before and so on is because they're there week after week. You get to feel involved. You get to feel like connected. I felt nothing with not a single contestant this season. And that's a bummer because I used to love this show. And now I watch it because I talk about it with you guys. But otherwise, I wouldn't even be watching YouTube clips at this point. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I have a slightly different take, although I agree that it would be ideal to go to one person getting cut each week.
Even if you go to a top 7, like if you go to a top 7 and then you go 6, 5, 4, like get it all out of the way, get it down to the remaining. Like if you need to go 24.
What I would do is do a top 10 and then do two weeks of 2 cuts and then the rest one a week.
Y'all know that's never going to happen, though, right?
Oh, I know it's never going to happen. My thing is much more likely than Adam's thing, but neither is likely. Honestly, I have a slightly different perspective. One of the things I liked about this season is actually the live show format in general. I thought it was as close to good as we're going to get in 2026.
That is depressing, Eric.
Sometimes you just got to take the hand you're dealt.
I would have preferred one more week, realistically, of live shows. I think 8 weeks is the sweet spot. But I feel like it was. I mean, Adam, The Voice has 0 live shows now.
Well, so keep that in mind. Terrible on a different level. We're talking about Idol today. You want to go on a?
I know,
you talk
but I'm just telling you, compared to the competition, Idol is in a league of its own. It's cut back far less than the other shows have. But what I'll say is things I liked about the season. There's 4 things that I liked about this season. 1, rehearsal recordings on streaming services. Good move. Keep that up next year, please. 2, Ryan Seacrest is still a great host. 3, bringing back alumni was fun, and hopefully we'll get a lot more of that next year for the 25th season. And then finally, Ray was great, and while I hated the theme week she sang it for, Up to the Mountain was a great performance. That's it. Those are the things I liked. Now it's the things we change.
I'm just thinking that, like, I can't speak for you two. I started this season with so much hope. And it just very quickly dwindled away.
I didn't really, because, I mean, there were 2 auditions I liked this season, really. So going into it, I was like, at best, this is going to be a situation like 2 years ago when Abby won and she was the only contestant I had any connection to. But because there were only two people I liked that season from Magicians as well. But of course, this season, all the two people I liked were gone before top 8. So, so this season really freaking sucked. But what would I change for next season? Well, to start with, I think the biggest problem with the show, I mean, there's lots of big problems with the show, but I would say the biggest problem with the show is this year. This is the first year where I've actually watched an entire episode of a live shows in several years. And having watched it, the judges have nothing useful to say, and watching them is a complete and utter waste of time. So if you're going to spend as much time with the judges talking as you're going to spend with the contestants singing, the judges need to have something useful to say. Otherwise, it's just
But
a
Eric,
complete waste of everything.
Eric, we've been saying this for years.
Oh, I know. But I'm gonna keep shouting into the void because I know no one's listening, but I don't care. I'm gonna keep saying it because just because no one's listening doesn't mean it's not right.
Just get rid of Lionel Richie already.
No, get rid of all of them. Honestly, Grace, none of them are any good.
Instant
What?
artistry. Isn't that? I don't know.
I mean, if we're allowed to keep, I mean, if we can only get rid of one, we all agree that it's him, right?
No, we get rid of Luke.
But we can only get rid of one judge.
I mean, honestly, if we're getting rid of one, honestly, controversial opinion, I'd get rid of Carrie. And the
Wrong.
reason
I would also get rid of Carrie.
Wrong.
Can I tell you why? Because she's the one who pushed for the show to become so much more Jesus-y. And that is why I would get rid of her.
Say it louder, Eric. Say it louder.
I know. Songs of Faith is
She's still the best judge, though.
No, she's not. Songs of Faith is such
the best title contestant of all time.
Whatever, Grace. You can. I don't care. Songs of Faith is such an inherently exclusionary theme, and it shouldn't be part of a mainstream competition show. It just shouldn't, because that theme is so exclusionary of everyone who's not Christian, not religious, and it just shouldn't be on the show. I mean, I'm fine with gospel singers entering the show, and that's fine if they want to enter a show. And even if they win the show, that's fine. But forcing every single contestant to sing a song of faith is so. I mean,
cringe. Cringe is the word.
It's bad, and it also is inherently going to limit the types of people who are going to go on the show as well. There's lots of like queer artists and non-religious artists who probably would choose not to go on American Idol because of that theme, and I think that's a shame. I mean, if voters want to vote for gospel and country singers all the time, that's up to us. But the show shouldn't be forcing people or pushing people into that lane.
I would say that American Idol was like, it took slow steps to get there, but I feel like towards the end of its run on the Fox era, it was actually kind of like engaging, like it was welcoming different people in. And I feel like there was a time like, yeah, it was a slow start, but by the end, I feel like, we had a bunch of different people from different, backgrounds and stuff. Yeah. And I feel like with Carrie's entrance, we took a step back. And I feel like, I don't know if it's a reflection of the current, administration, but I feel like all of those things that had been welcomed have now not been welcomed. Like it's a full one, like we've totally flipped this around. And I think, to your point, Eric, I think that is why I would say that judge should be replaced.
Yep. I will end up by saying I didn't like that there was no winner single this year. That's like, I mean, that's like a fifth order problem. The other problems are much bigger. But assuming that someone I like ever wins the show again, it would be nice to have them perform a winning single. and release a song after they win. That'd be nice. But you know, I have 7 years to go until that happens again. So we'll see what happens. Give us the magic rainbow. Adam, you need to say that out loud because that is 100% the episode title. Oh god.
Can I put it on the screen? No, I can't because it was in the private chat.
That's so great. Okay. We have our episode title. Thank you for that, Adam. Anywho, I mean, that's all I really have to say, honestly. I mean, it's just
that comment.
And just give us a magic rainbow. I mean, but beyond that, honestly, I mean, more alumni is great. One of the changes I hated this year is the last couple weeks where they had guest judges. Don't do that again, please. The judges already take up too much time, and if they're not gonna have anything useful to say, don't add more of them to have nothing useful to say.
Especially the
Guest judges
unqualified
are only
ones.
occasionally fun on Dancing with the Stars, and most of them aren't.
For the same reason, they're not qualified.
Yeah, but they're fun.
Well, yeah, whatever.
On Dancing with the Stars, at least.
I'm just of the opinion that if you could make the performances 10 seconds longer each by not having a guest judge, then don't have the guest judge and make performances longer. It's just my opinion. I feel like, and also when Nikki was on the one episode I watched in full, there weren't even intro packages for each of the contestants for both performances. I'm like, again, it should be about the contestants, and the intro package. I know we've already cut back so much on like how long you have to get invested in the contestants, and how many weeks you have, but you need to at least like show a little bit of their personalities and let us get invested in them, and that's what intro packages are for. And by cutting back on those, it was just a stupid idea. But I'm honestly convinced that none of this is going to matter. I honestly do think Hannah might actually have a chance at a decent career. She is only the second female country singer to win this show. And country people tend to do decently after this show. So I think she has a chance at succeeding. Not that I give a crap, but I do hope. I guess I hope she does well. I mean, I'm not a terrible person. I don't hope that people don't succeed, but yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm rambling. I feel like I've been like dominating this conversation because I actually had written down things to say, and I know that neither of you really like. Both of you checked out weeks ago, like entirely.
Oh, yeah.
So
I was checked out in Hollywood Week, to be honest. What about you, Grace, as our champion?
Again, I only won because I got first pick. If either of you two had first pick, you would have won.
Correct. You know what, Grace? I appreciate you for acknowledging that.
Oh, yeah. I can't even take that much credit. It's not like these seasons of Dancing with the Stars where I've won where Adam's made terrible decisions.
No, like everyone, all three of us would have picked Hannah first, right, Adam?
I've been doing better, Grace.
Adam, you would have picked Hannah first as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, because it's a formula now, so.
Yeah, I can't take a lot of credit, but should we talk about the competition performances?
Nah, I'm good.
I'm honestly good too. If we cut it here, I'm good.
I mean, I do want to at least discuss the results. So Keela was third.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Jordan was second. And as a non-surprise, Hannah Harper was the winner.
Yeah. No surprises whatsoever. I called this 2 weeks ago.
Oh, no. Yeah, I agree.
I called the finale lineup 2 weeks ago, and then the order 2 weeks ago as well, probably.
Okay, we know how to predict this show.
As long as there's one person that cast this year that I have any investment in, I might join you all for Dancing with the Stars.
Which so far I don't think there is, because we've got Maura Higgins, who is a trash reality star, Sierra Miller, who's also a trash reality star, And they just announced Jackson Olsen, who plays Banana Ball.
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
You just made that up.
No, it's a real thing. You've never heard of the Savannah Bananas?
Do I look like someone who would have heard of the Savannah Bananas?
Have you been on
There-
TikTok or Instagram, Adam?
I have, but I don't know where you guys are. I think people are just naming like sports after fruits and vegetables. Like I know there's something called pickleball. Now we got banana ball.
Pickleball is real.
So banana ball isn't real.
No, it is.
It's a real thing, but it's not a real sport.
It's mostly
You
just
guys are
fun.
just naming things. Like, is there? I'm just gonna start naming fruits and then ball at the end of it. Is there a mango ball? Is there a? I don't know, asparagus.
We're going
ball?
off the rails here. We're going off the rails.
Or going off the banana.
Anyway,
Oh man, are you gonna make banana puns the whole time he's on the show?
You know, now I can. Maybe I'll peel myself away from.
it'll be
that.
so appealing. It'll be so appealing.
You were a second late, Eric. I got you. I beat you to it.
Okay, we've completely lost control of this podcast at this point.
Kind of like how the producers have lost control of American Idol.
Oh, they have.
But anyway, on that note,
Thank you for watching us this season. If you
thank
stuck
you for
around.
watching us. See you in the fall.